Welcome to another update from CES 2020. Here we are showing you the hard life we lead when we come down to Las Vegas. I mean, it's really tough here on the beach, in the sun, by a lake, in the desert. Obviously, makes sense. Just go with it for me on this one. Now, here on the channel, we've covered a lot of stuff about the evolution of transport. It is our name after all. We've talked about EVs, we've talked about hybrids, and we've talked about fuel cell vehicles. And a lot of our viewers have one or more of those means of getting around. But what happens at the weekend? What do you do when you want to relax? Do you get on your little 4x4 ATV and ride all over the place spewing gas fumes? Well, that's not going to be fun, is it? It's noisy and smelly and dirty. So we've come to talk to Manta 5. This is Greg from Manta 5, and we're going to talk about this thing behind me. It looks cool. What is it, Greg?
The Manta 5 hydrofoiler XE1 is the world's first hydrofoil bike. So effectively above the surface you have like a motor and a battery, so electric motor powered, and as you're pedaling it's assisting you. And then below the water you're directly driving a propeller, which gives you forward thrust, and then you've got wings very much like an aeroplane. We call them hydrofoils, and that gives you the lift that you need to be able to plane on the surface of the water.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool. How did that come about?
Our founder, Guy Howard Willis in New Zealand, he literally had a dream one night of pushing off from his holiday home in New Zealand, and he was riding what he could otherwise describe as a bike, and he went out onto the estuary and some dolphins came up next to him, swimming alongside him, and the dream was so profound he woke up the next day and said, how can I replicate the cycling experience which I really love on the land but now on the water? So he saw the emerging of hydrofoil technology and thought, well, how hard could it be to get a bike frame with some hydrofoils? Turns out it's really difficult. It's taken us about 7.5 years to be able to come up with what we have behind us, and we're really proud of what we've achieved, but really this is just the beginning for us.
So is this something that you envisage people riding just at the weekend, just for fun?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's the mixture between fun, fitness and technology. That's the way we sort of see it. So this one is a whole bunch of fun. It allows you to sort of vary the assistance that you have, so you can get a whole bunch of fun and just ride on high assist, or you can actually dial it back and get some really cool, cross-training workout.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. How long does the battery last? Are we talking like 5 minutes out on the water when we're really pushing it?
The battery lasts a full hour of ride time, so and that's on high assist as well. What we find is we come out on days like today and we get 4 or 5 people up and riding, and you can cover a lot of water in 5 or 10 minutes and have a really cool ride, and then the next person can have a go. So you can get 4 or 5 people up and riding within that one battery, and then you can disconnect the battery, charge it. It takes about 3 hours of charge time and you're back in the game.
And is that something where you need like a wall charger, or is it something you can just plug in at home? Yeah,
so we give you a charger. We actually have our own waterproof connector, custom connector. So you just take that connector off the battery, off the bike, and then you're able to charge it at your house.
Okay, and is this something that you're able to get right now, or are we looking years away and this is a prototype? Because we see a lot of prototypes at CES, and a lot of them never come to the market. Is this something that I'm going to look at here, our viewers aren't going to really see, and then they'll just get forgotten about?
Yeah, so I mean, at CES, this is one of our production bikes. So we actually delivered our first round of production to our New Zealand customers for Christmas. In New Zealand at Christmas, it's actually summer. So it makes for good riding. So they've been riding all summer, and then we're in mass production at the moment. So we've had such an overwhelming demand from all over the world actually, but we've opened pre-sales in the US, the UK and Europe, and we'll be starting the delivery for April, May this year. We've actually already sold out of that production batch, and now we're into June, July. So if a customer or a potential customer wanted to purchase one of these, they would just jump online at manta5.com. They would secure their place in production by putting a deposit down. Mm-hmm. That's refundable up until the time of delivery, and then we'll make them a bike and deliver it for June, July, ready for summer.
That's excellent, and it sounds really fun, but I'm really not dressed for it. I know I said it was warm and sunny. It's not. It's kind of cold here. So I guess I'm just out of luck.
No, I think we could sort you out with something. See? Magic.
Well, let's give it a go. Yeah. If I'd have kept going straight, it would have been alright.
Yeah, that was amazing. You did really well. Like, extremely well. 2, 1, go,
Okay, this is actually awesome fun. A little bit like to go back a bit. That was really fun, also really cold. Hopefully where you are it is not that cold. I would really enjoy riding this out on the Puget Sound as long as I can stay on it. We'll be back with more coverage really soon, so stay tuned and we'll see you very shortly.